Okay, this is going to be the final three that I record. This will be the final three that I record. Gamer on pole. I'm not going to put 2-lap quali on. No, no, thank you. 1-lap quali it is. Gamer beating me by 200th of a second. Stroll third. Toaster, Kozil, Zaffa. Then we've got Anto who's joined. We've got Tyler Durden as lights go out. There's Raikkonelli. There's Davey. There's Pat and there's Lord Mahavir. As now off we go for the start of Imola. I'm on the back of Gamer at the moment to... Oh, sorry, Toaster. My bad for that. My bad for that. Oh, my word. Messed up that section a little bit. As now Zaffa's in third, Toaster in fourth. Probably should have just slowed down and given Toaster that one. On his screen, I would have hit him into the wall there. Not long after I went and made a mistake myself. But Gamer leads, myself in second, and I've made a bad mistake which is going to give Gamer a little bit more of an advantage here. But the gaps are tight. Gamer, touching a little bit of grass there. I wonder what zoom he plays at though. Gamer with a big mistake, because we're going to go side by side on his screen. We're side by side on his screen and on the spec screen. The spectator screen, but I'm going to be in front. Oh, that's not... Yeah, that's not ideal. That's not ideal. Sorry, Gamer. Zaffa taking over from Gamer. You know what? Let me let Gamer through because that's not ideal, obviously. Okay, so Zaffa's going to lead. Gamer's going to take second. And now I'm in third with a bit of work to do as Gamer tries to close in and overtake Zaffa. Gamer just out of the slipstream and Zaffa makes a mistake. Gamer using his senses there and not going for the move. I'm not sure if I can say the same for myself as there. That's what I don't like about freaking people going backwards, because people go and they go backwards and then their ghosts hit another player's ghosts or another player's trailer on our screens and then it knocks them back into us. Final lap. David, can you stop? Okay, sorry for that. As I'm going to try and go and get side by side with Zaffa on his screen. Not quite able to do so. Game overtaking me. Zaffa with the hugest mistake of all time there. That's going to allow Gamer through. I'm going to try and squeeze my way through as well. There's Stroll in the background. Oh, and I've made a critical error. That's going to allow Zaffa through. Round the final corner. Gamer 15. Redemption takes the victory here at Imola. Oh, I missed the results, but we're gonna go and check it here. So, last race, Gamer winning from Zaffa, myself, Stroll 4th, Toaster 5th, apologies after lap 1, Anto 6th, there of Tyler, Kozil down in 8th, Lord Mahavir in 9th, and then you've got Pat, and you've got Raikkonelli. Oh, careful there, Kozil. We're going to go for one of the shortest rounds on the calendar. Oh, one of the shortest circuits in the game. It's in Mexico, as the English folk call it, or the English-speaking folk call it. So I'm going to set my lap in my bloody blizzard. It's actually Snow White blizzard. But you know what? Oh, I've made a mistake there. That's going to allow Gamer and Co the advantage there. And now coming across the line, it is going to be Gamer on pole. Toaster second on the front row. Us three in the 16s there. Edson Senna in 4th. Good quality there. Pat in 5th. Zaffa down in 6th. Stroll 7th. Kozil in 8th. In the 18s. Hunter in 9th. Tyler Durden in 10th. Raikkonelli in 11th. And Mahavir in 12th. As now we're about to get underway. Oh, the pit lane entry might be a bit of a tricky point here, a sticking point as I'd like to call it. But we're underway from Mexico. Pat with a slow start, and that's held up Stroll. You don't go and weave. Toaster going for the move immediately on Gamer. There are very few opportunities. to make a move unless somebody crashes. But I think Toaster's lost the slipstream of Gamer, which means I am going to come after Toaster on Toaster's screen. Maybe, nope, not quite that time. That's going to hold Toaster up, and that's going to allow Gamer to pull away as Toaster makes a huge error there. I'm trying to avoid Toaster. I want to see if I can get the run out of the final corner. Not quite. Gamer's got quite a good gap though. 16.65 is an insane lap. Gee whiz. Stranger in Moscow joins us. Zaffa in 4th. Anto in 5th. Can't quite make the move there on Toaster. Not just yet. I have to be cautious. Maybe a bit aggressive actually. So it's kind of tight. Mahavir in 6th behind Anto. Raikkonen in 7th as now I've got the run. Ooh, I've got the run. But the question is, what will I be able to do? Nothing there. We're going to go for the switchback on my screen. Ooh. On Toaster's screen, I'll still be behind. Now we're going to be side by side heading into the final turn. Myself taking second there from Toaster, goes for the switchback, and I hold on there. Gamer wins yet again. Myself in second, Toaster third, Zaffa fourth, Anto fifth, ahead of Mahavir. Then you've got Raikkonelli, you've got Pat, you've got Stroll, you've got Tyler, and you've got Kozil at the back. I'm sure there's going to be some fierce words from the Czech driver. Whew. Gamer 3 points ahead of myself heading into the season finale. Whether that message will go through, we're going to find out. But we head over to the Autodromo Nazionale Monza for the season finale. This is the issue when you've got people with various levels of ping, because as you can see, there's Tyler arguing with Kozil, but you've also got Mahavir arguing with Lance Stroll, all because of the lack of understanding about how trailers work between the four of them. So we get underway for the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. One of the versions in this game. It's now the season finale between myself and none other than Gamer 15. We're both on like over 100 points as I've made 2 big errors there. That me taking that corner wide was an error, just by the way. It was a total error. Now I need to nail this final corner, which I haven't quite done. But now coming across the line, yes, we've got pole. Come on. Oh, 10th there, Gamer. So the mistake didn't matter too much at the end. Stroll third, Zaffa fourth. You've got Anto in 5th, ahead of Kozil and Mahavir. That's going to be interesting. Tyler in 8th. Toaster down in 9th, ahead of Pat and Raikkonelli. Toaster. That's hilarious. I was keeping reverse grid after that. We would not survive, but the season finale. Gamer against myself. I'm going to try and keep it fair on his screen. He's going to keep it fair on his screen as always. As off we go for Monza. Stroll already side by side with Gamer. If Stroll can hold up Gamer while I make mistakes, I do have a chance here. Toaster and Pat at the back. Postman Pat and his Toaster hat. Oh, that was deep into the final corner. Zaffa and I into 3rd at a Stroll. Lap 2 of 5, I've got to maintain concentration because if Gamer is coming close, he could still sniff an opportunity, especially when I make the same mistake for the 3rd lap in a row if we include quali. as Stroll drops a bit away from Zaffa's on the back of Gamer here. It's the same top three from Imola, all fighting for first, second and third. Stroll fourth, Anto fifth, ahead of Mahavir. This time I have not actually gone off the damn track, but Gamer has closed in there by virtue of taking a better line. Pat at the back, Tyler ninth ahead of Raikkonen, Toast up to eighth, closing in on Kozil, who's behind Mahavir. That's going to be a very interesting little battle. So lap 4, Gamer faster than me by a tenth of a second, and he's made a big mistake just after I did, so maybe we have a chance of still holding on here. Let's see what lap we can set here. Oh, and I've made a big one there. I've made a big boo-boo that time around. Now, final lap. Game is 6/10 behind, but he's going to be closer on his screen. Just out of Slipstream range, though, as I am trying to nail every single corner en route to the championship, potentially. We're going to find out at the end of this one. It's been a faultless drive. Well, it's been a faulty drive, but we're going to hold on for the race victory in a very anticlimactic fashion there. Gamer second, Zaffa third, Stroll fourth ahead of Mahavir, who's overtaken Anto at the end. You've got Kozil in seventh, probably going to be quite angry there. Toast in eighth, Tyler ninth, Raikkonen in 10th, and Patton 11th. And we have Zanet. So, yeah, it's myself, Gamer, Zaffa, Stroll, Mahavir, Anto, Kozil. Toaster was taken out in the first lap, I assume. Tyler, Raikkonen, and Pat, as now we take the championship by 2 damn points. Toaster fourth behind Stroll and tied with Zaffa at the end. Then you've got Kozil in sixth ahead of Anto, Mahavir, Durden, Tyler Durden, Raikkonen, and Pat. That's the end. Thank you very much.